Hey guys, how are you? I wanted to do a quick Tiara Life segment about all of this time that we have on our hands. I've had some conversations with people over the past few weeks, just kind of about the struggles of having all this time. I mean, first I want to say congratulations to everyone who has been, working from home, putting in extra time to exercising, self-care, getting things done. That's what we all hope for. So this segment isn't necessarily for you. It's more for the people that are struggling with it. There's people that are struggling with feeling isolated. And even when you have all this time, being able to structure your time or knowing what to do with it is an issue for some people. It's not that easy. I know that, usually through our day, we're always saying like, oh, I wish, on a normal day, I wish I had more time. I would have gotten this done, that done. We have a list of things that are piling up on us. So you would think right now when we have time that we never expected to have, that would be easier to get things done. But that's not true for everyone. And the reason that that's not true is that it still requires time management, no matter how much time you have. So you can have only, an hour to get things done in a day or 12 hours, but being able to manage that time is still a skill. So there's people that are struggling with that. I'm a person that struggles with it from time to time. So that's why I wanted to share, some of my, little tips or, my trick of kind of like how I get through those times. I'm definitely a person that on my busiest days, I always wish that I had more time. And as things pile up on me, I have this thing called the 20-minute rule. The 20-minute rule. So you could have a 20-minute rule, a 15-minute rule, a 30-minute rule. It's all up to you and how you want to tailor it. But for me, when I feel things piling up, or even when I just have a bunch of things that I need to get done, and I know that they cannot conceivably all be done in the amount of time that I need to do it, I decide to dedicate 20 minutes to each thing, or sometimes only 20 minutes in one day if that's all I have, if I'm just not feeling it that day. So even during this time of, I have all day to do things, what I've noticed that a lot of people do, myself included, is we have these ambitious lists. You're like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to clean the closet. I'm going to go through this paperwork. I'm going to make these phone calls. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to have a 2-hour workout because I haven't worked out yet this week. We have this long list and it sounds great. And we could get it done, but getting it done, before you can get it done, you have to have the motivation to do it. And sometimes when you have so much time in front of you, it's kind of hard to line it up or know when to get it started, because so many times there's things on the list that you don't really want to do. So you kind of put it off. You put it off a little bit more. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to have my coffee. I'm going to, call an old friend, whatever it is. And then before you know it, it's 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock. And a lot of people, or at least the people that I've been talking to, get discouraged because they're like, it's 3 o'clock. I haven't done anything. And then they don't want to do anything. So I guess, and that kind of can carry over, you end up feeling bad. So for me, at any point, like I said, that 20-minute rule, if you feel like, you're kind of losing control, or you're not sure how to line things up or how to schedule them, or like I said, if you're at your day and you haven't got anything accomplished, dedicate 20 minutes. That's what I do. Like, even if I have a list of 10 things, I'm like, okay, I have 2 things that I definitely want to get done. And sometimes, let's say this is like a silly example, but cleaning out a closet. I know to do it right, maybe it's going to take me 3 hours and I'm just not feeling it. So that's one of the things that I would put off and put off and put off. But what I have, started doing over the years is saying, okay, maybe I'm not going to spend 3 hours on it, but I'm going to spend 20 minutes of focused, dedicated time to it. Whatever I get done in 20 minutes is what I get done. And most often I spend 20 minutes, and I feel so good that I've done it, I can keep going. Maybe it's 40 or whatever. Or maybe I just leave it alone. But that means even if I want to pick it up the next day or the day after that, it's not as overwhelming because I know I've already made this big dent, because getting started is the hardest. So I think for whatever reason, 20 minutes for me is like the segment of time that kind of evolved for me over the years, because I'm always like, oh, if I had 20 more minutes, I would be on time. Or if I had 20 more minutes, I could do my hair better, whatever it is. So I decided to apply that to the things that I need to get done in life. So, even if I say at 3 o'clock, I'm going to spend, the next 20 minutes getting this done, and I'm going to get as far as I can get through it. So it's kind of like, when you have it in your mind that this is the amount of time and it's not a long period of time, so you're like, you know what, I can super focus for just that amount of time. And like I said, it kind of kickstarts you for being able to go longer, or it gets you started. So like I said, I might apply it to 3 different things, and then I feel like the next day I'm like, you know what, I've made headway with 3 different things, and I didn't spend all day doing it. So I guess that's my tip. My tip is, and I've applied that to my kids. So even outside of quarantine time, just time management period, I've always told my kids, it will take 20 minutes to pick up everything in this house and everything in your room if you super focus that time. So when I do it, I put my phone down, don't take any phone calls, don't look at it, and I just do nothing else but the task at hand. And when I say it's like you can get so much done in that amount of time, and like I said, it could be 15 minutes for someone else. I don't care even if it's 10 minutes. But if you find yourself getting lost, just pick something, dedicate that 20 minutes to it. Or if you feel like you have a really ambitious list the next day, say, you know what, I'm going to allot 2 hours, whatever it is, and I'm going to spend it doing this and this only. So that's my tip. I wanted to share it because like I said, I've been having a lot of conversations with people and they've been applying it and it's been successful. So I feel like, you know what, this is now with everything going on, this is a better time than any to share, this kind of stuff. So if you have any tips, as always, email me, send me a DM, drop a comment. I'm going to do another segment soon about self-care. Not our traditional self-care, but just my take and my forms of self-care. So as always, you guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking with me. And, thank you to everyone that's been checking on me and everyone that has been asking for more Tiara Life segments. So until next time, peace.